If you want to see a Junior Eurovision 22 top 16 ranking that is predictable and in line with mainstream taste, then this is not the video for you. But if you want to have somebody who has maybe a different approach and a different taste, this is the place, because I'm sharing with you my personal top 16 right here, right now. Are you ready? Let's talk Junior Eurovision. Sup, you fools, Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel, and today we're focusing on Junior once again, and the show is not that far away, and I finally listened to all 16 entries, and I'm ready to share my top 16 with you. Just as I mentioned in the actual intro, my taste differs significantly from the mainstream taste. I did my ranking, and then I looked at everybody else, and I was like, oh my god, not me. I'm going to share with you what I personally believe are the best songs, personal taste, and I'll share my observation with you. Even if you don't agree, if you don't mind liking the video, because this helps us to keep that dialogue going in the algorithm. And of course, subscribe, because more content to come, including live streams and all of that. But let's jump right into it. Here is my top 16 Junior Eurovision Song Contest 2022 edition. Before I get started, let me also point out that this is, first of all, a very strong lineup overall, so adult version really has to keep up with the quality here. And keep in mind also that these are children and they're doing their best and have fun, so take my ranking with a grain of salt. There are no bad songs, all just personal taste here. So with that being said, my 16th place, unfortunately my last place, somebody has to be there, is Portugal. And first of all, a round of applause to Portugal for sending something that you usually don't hear at Junior. They're taking a risk, and that is fantastic. We want that. It's a great rock voice, you know, singing a rock song like that. It's not that special or unique, and I understand you don't always have to reinvent the wheel or come up with something brand new. It just a tad too unremarkable, but Nicolas sings it well, and I feel bad putting it last because I feel like I'm punishing diversity and creativity, but it just doesn't click with me as much as some of the others. Number 15. I'm sad, but somebody has to be in second to last as well. It's Ukraine, and let me just say, Zlata's song, it touches my heart, and I can feel the worries. And what they've done really well in the song, they place this little English that they are allowed to use, and they place it effectively, just giving us a glimpse into what she's trying to convey in her song. And just those little pieces of English, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. And it makes it very, very emotional. And if this is done well live in a live performance, the emotions, this could actually go far. So even though I have it currently in 15th place, I have every reason to believe that this will be up higher come, you know, Junior night. Number 14, Albania. And Kejtlin, if I'm not mistaken, Kejtlin, how do you pronounce her name? She wrote the song herself. I mean, amazing. How can you do that? I couldn't do anything like that when I was that age. Her voice, during the chorus in particular, so angelic and just magical. It really elevates the song, and it needs it. It's absolutely the best part of the song. It's a nice song, nice melody. The biggest problem I have with it, and that's why I'm subtracting a good amount of points here, is the demo-like version. The track itself is empty. Like when again the instrumental part comes in, it sounds really, really cheap. I love the melody, I love her voice, and that's why it saves it a little. But yeah, the track really, it almost angers me. Number 13, Malta. And I'm so torn on Malta. It went up, it went down in my ranking. Here's the thing, I just love the 80s vibe of the song, the retro feel, even like almost early 90s to a certain extent, well executed, and makes it a unique sound that will stand out at the contest for sure. And the instrumental part is so amazing. I do wish the melody itself, the chorus in particular, but even the verses, they would be stronger. The chorus needed a certain pizzazz. And while still pleasant, I think The goal should have been to like punch a hole in the wall, but instead they just started knocking, and that is a missed opportunity, and therefore also a few points subtracted. It couldn't be higher in my ranking. It could have been higher. My 12th place, and I told you this is a controversial ranking apparently, or at least less mainstream, but it's Georgia. It's fine. I just might be missing the hype train here. I was late and the train took off. I appreciate, as always, Georgia putting forward something more less mainstream and bringing uniqueness. So I'm very happy about that. The chorus is strong, and that is what makes the song to me. But the rest of the song kind of fails to deliver. Like, I am not quite as smitten by it as others. The framework here is there. I think the click was missing. And that's what it comes down to, right? But since I often don't put the eventual winner high up in my ranking, I think the fans of the song should be relieved it's a little lower, because that increases your odds, I think. But not much love to the song, the singer. That's just how it goes. My 11th place, just missing out on the top 10, is Kazakhstan. And there's no denying here, Kazakhstan once again brought quality, and I will be shouting it from the rooftops until the EBU hears me. Let them into the adult version now. Well, maybe not 23 because it's too late, but the following year, they deserved their spot. David's song, just really nice melody, and they do here where Albania fell short, the track. It's a nice track, it sounds full, and it makes the sound so much better. And as usual, it may be slightly underappreciated in my ranking, and then they just blow us away live. So this is another song that is on my radar. I'm watching the live performance. So let's wait and see. Are you ready for my top 10? More controversial opinions coming up. In 10th place, it is Poland. And look, the Polish fans are so passionate about Junior. I mean, who can blame them? They won like back-to-back recently, right? High quality production, absolutely. Laura's song, it has a nice modern sound, and that's why it pleases probably a lot of listeners. It's personal taste, once again. The specific pop genre this falls into is not my cup of tea, but I can appreciate the execution, and Laura is such an adorable performer. She's so cute, and I think that'll help as well. If this ends up high, it's because people liked it and it deserves it. I would not be sad. This is really just personal taste. I click with the other songs a bit more, but don't be butthurt if you don't agree, because, you know, my list, not yours. My 9th place, moved it last second, is Italy, actually. Some low-key disco vibes from Italy. I wasn't quite sure in the beginning if this is gonna work for me, but then the blah 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 came part in, and that actually helped. It was really catchy, and it was actually quite well executed, because the blah 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 could have been overdone. Just blah 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 blah. There's a lot more content to it than just that, and it made it just really, really good. I really like the high notes that come in there. The juries will be pleased. I am pleased. So happy tune. Job well done, Italy. Number 8, my 8th place, Armenia. Look, here's the thing. At Junior, I gravitate towards the childlike sound a little bit more, for the lack of a better word. Armenia's song is a great song, and it'll do well here, and it would do well at the adult version as well. It's less Junior material, and I understand that in recent years, the contest, the Junior version, has been gravitating towards more modern, contemporary, adult-like sound. But Armenia will have a great outcome. It's a great song. I really like it. And I mean, it's still 8th place, but I know some people were probably hoping for a better ranking. But there you have it. My number 7, 7th place, goes to Serbia. Listen, a trombone on an escalator, that's my favorite theme of the year. Who would have thought? It's an underappreciated instrument in the first place, and I love that part. This is so sweet. It's basically a Balkan ballad, or Balkan ballad adjacent. Once again, when the Balkan instrumental part comes in, I'm all like, yay! Now, there are a few issues I have with this song, like it slows down at points where it throws me a little. It was not as organic as it should have been. So, that maybe was a slight subtraction here. So a Balkan song usually would be high up in my ranking, so a 7th place, technically even not that great, because it's Balkan, but I think maybe the final spark was missing here, but nevertheless, fantastic song, Serbia. Number 6, Spain. It is very, very Spanish, the song, and that is the biggest compliment ever, Spain. I love the fact that Spain is embracing their sound, first of all, and they're so good at it, and that's what they're best at. I feel as they lost that feeling at the adult version for the longest time, although they clearly just had a wake-up call recently. They have their groove. This is fun. Spain did a good job keeping the song also very youthful and childlike, and yet managed to make it still contemporary and a relevant piece. That is just really well executed, for the lack of a better word. And those 3 minutes, by the way, just flew by. I was like, well, it's over already. Dang, great effort, Spain. Are you ready for my top 5? Well, you have no choice. Well, you could technically turn off the video, but don't. I need to share with you what's left. In 5th place, my 5th place of the year goes to the United Kingdom.
Yeah, you get what you want when you want it. Your kind should have come with a warning.
And the UK tasted blood this year at the adult version, coming second, and now they want more. They returned to junior and brought this banger, slick effort, and though it goes a little bit against my this is to adulty issue, I can't deny that this is catchy, and this is just such a good piece, UK. And I will say this, I never bid money, as I know I don't want to waste it, but if I was a bidding person, I would put money down on this one as the winner. To me, this is the song that screams most winner of Junior Eurovision. Don't put money down based on what I'm saying. I'm just saying that is my feel here. A good song, catchy, good and relevant melody, UK. Number 4, 4th place for me goes straight to the neighbors in Ireland. And magic, oh magic. Ireland frequently sends really good songs at Junior and always fails to deliver in terms of points, and they're being ignored. It's just not right. Remember Banshee? What a beautiful song, and they did it again. So I'm already coming to terms with it. This will underperform at Junior as well, but doesn't matter. Let me tell you, there's a certain simplicity to the song that makes it actually so powerful. It is just, they are not trying to come up with the best and slick track, work it to perfection. It's just an organic, natural feel, pretty melody, great voice, and a great orchestration as well, by the way. And it's just authentic to me. And it almost gives me a little bit of My Heart Will Go On vibe. I think, yeah, definitely the best ballad of the year. There you have it. 13 down, 3 to go. My top 3, the medal table. Bronx medal, 3rd place, 8 points. Go to the Netherlands.
Get ready for la festa. La 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 la. Everything's perfecto.
Once again, the Netherlands is one of those, there are 2 countries, I think, in my humble opinion, that just know how to deliver a junior with the right sound that I want to see. And La Festa, I always want to say La Fiesta. It's not Spanish, keep that in mind. Anyway, La Festa, child-friendly, catchy, fun. Just such a good song, and I go crazy during the 2nd verse when the tuba comes in. I just love it, and big shocker, tuba probably my favorite instruments. Oh, Luna's smile, so infectious. What a great stage presence already. I watched the national final performance as well, likable. The Netherlands will be once again high up in the ranking. I'm telling you, they're gonna get a lot of points. 2 songs left. My top 2, my silver medal, 10 points. Go to France. And look, this is the first time in 5 years, I want to say, where France is not my number 1, only number 2, but this is still amazing. And as you can tell by now, my top 2 are clearly not mainstream, but whatever. This is so good though. I can tell you right now, the juries will love this. They will give it a lot of points. I don't know about the televote, but the juries will go for this. And what's so good about this is it really uses this old school retro Elvis Presley kind of sound, but make it still child friendly and appropriate, and added a good fun factor. It's once again execution. And let's also take a moment and appreciate Lissandro and give him all the credit in the world. To me, probably the best singer this year in Junior Eurovision. What a voice. And if he can bring that energy to the stage, I can see good things in store for France once again. That means my numero uno, number one, 12 points, gold medal. I can't believe it, but I'm so happy. North Macedonia.
I have my life ahead of me. Every new day is perfect to me.
Am I the only one who has North Macedonia at number one? But not only is this my favorite of the year, North Macedonia is sending probably one of my favorite junior songs ever. That's how much I love it. It is everything I'm looking for at the contest. I'm not saying everyone has to put forward that is happy and carefree, but if you do, it is more likely that I will give you my high rankings. I even like the rap part in a kid's song. That never happens. Just so well done. I love this feel-good song to pieces. The fun expected note during the chorus, you know, it just gives it a little fun moment. It makes me so happy, the song. I've listened to it probably to already like 6 or 7 times, and I will listen to it again when I'm done with this video. And I'm very sad that North Macedonia is not going to take part in Eurovision 23. So I'm over the moon that at least I'm able to give them my 12 points this year at Junior. Very well deserved, and I think it is completely overlooked and unfairly treated. It is amazing. It's amazing. Whatever. There you have it. My less than I almost said ideal. It's ideal for me, but not as mainstream ranking based on other people's scores, I guess. What do you think? I'm sure you have some disagreements, maybe a lot of disagreements. I have nothing but love and respect for all our singers and all songs in all countries. This is just my personal ranking. We are allowed to have different favorites, right? Where do you agree? And more importantly, where do you disagree? Leave your thoughts below in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video. Goodbye.